In 1964, and I was 21 years old, I was just about to turn 22, I had a short film in the New York Film Festival, which allowed me and a friend of mine to attend press screenings in Avery Fisher Hall at the time. One day there was this picture by a new Italian filmmaker. My friend said, I heard this is really good stuff. Let's go take a look at it. And we got in there. And at this point, too, when you looked at these films at the press screenings, there were 2 or 3 films a day. I think this was the second film we saw that day. And it was hard to keep up with them. But that was the first time I saw Bernardo Bertolucci's Prima, della rivoluzione, or Before the Revolution. I must say I was overcome with awe. I was kind of, at times, bewildered. There was amazement. There's a sense of pure emotion that I couldn't really describe in words. I still have a hard time describing it. To this day, I get moved when I think of the film because it's so beautiful. He was there that day. Here was a film by this young man who was my age, speaking of his own life and his own world, just like I was going to try to do, or was trying to do, before I made my feature films. And he had really done it. He had transmitted all of his feelings and his ideas and his conflicts and expressed the very texture of his life through the art of cinema. Now, of course, I didn't understand that he came from, at that time, a literary background, that his mentor was Pasolini, his father was a great poet, his reference points were Verdi and Stendhal. This was a world that was completely foreign to me, which is why I was so surprised by the depth of emotion I experienced as I watched the film. You see, he spoke to me through the language of cinema. His images seemed to flow right out of him straight into the viewer, in this case to me. So, Before the Revolution inspired me, drove me to make my own work. As I sat there and watched it that first time, I knew that I had been graced and lucky enough to be in the presence of the emergence of a new and special cinematic voice, a presence of poetry and beauty and absolutely overwhelming talent. It was a moment that marked me for life.